In the headlines, Deputy Prime Minister Temesgen Tiruneh calls for regional ownership of security in East Africa. And Ethiopia urges stronger intra-BRICS tourism ties. Hello, you're watching ABC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism. With the news, I'm Tegis Sarnisa. Do stay with us. Ethiopia took part in the BRICS Tourism Ministerial meeting held in Brasilia, Brazil, earlier today. On the occasion, Ethiopia's ambassador to Brazil, Ambassador Lursege Tadesse, said tourism is one of the top priorities of the Ethiopian 10-year development plan. Ethiopia has continued to implement comprehensive initiatives, including opening new tourism destinations to enhance the competitiveness and effectiveness of the Ethiopian tourism sector as an essential source of income, employment, and economic growth, he added. The ambassador stressed that tourism should be taken as a strategic opportunity to deepen economic and people-to-people ties among BRIC members and partners. The BRICS tourism ministers issued a joint declaration in which they underscored the importance of cooperation among BRICS countries in a bid to position tourism as a central pillar of sustainable and inclusive growth. The Ethiopian Institute of Agricultural Research and the Beijing Academy of Agriculture and Forestry Sciences have signed an MOU to boost agricultural research and biotechnology collaboration. The MOU was signed today at the Ethiopian Institute of Agricultural Research headquarters by Professor Nuguse Dechasa, Director General of EIR, and Wu Baxian, President of the Beijing Academy of Agriculture and Forestry Sciences. At the signing ceremony, Professor Nuguse emphasized that the agreement establishes a mutual beneficial partnership focused on AI-driven agriculture research for improved crop resilience and productivity, biotechnology for sustainable farming, and agricultural data science and agricultural economics to support evidence-based policy making. President Wu Baxian emphasized that the agreement is a significant step towards modernizing agriculture in both countries. He added that the partnership would greatly strengthen research and technology collaboration between the two institutions. A two-day continental conference on Africa's faith communities in advancing the Sustainable Development Goals and the AU Agenda 2063 and the G20 South Africa 2025 process commenced this morning in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. The overarching objective of Interfaith Conference is to strengthen partnerships between Africa's faith communities and the key stakeholders, including the African Union, to accelerate progress in development, peace building, and inclusive cooperation. The event is jointly organized by the Interfaith Religious Council of Ethiopia, the United Religions Initiatives Africa, and the G20 Interfaith Forum in collaboration with various AU institutions. Ethiopia, renowned for its long-standing traditions of religious coexistence and tolerance, is expected to share its unique experiences with participants from across the continent. A strong regional collaboration is essential to ensure peace and security for the East African region. Meanwhile, Ethiopia is always ready to help create a safer, stronger, and more united East African region. This was disclosed at the East African Regional Meeting of Committee of Intelligence and Security Services of Africa. Shagawi Mato presents Shfero Lagos report.
Addis Ababa is hosting the East African Regional Meeting of Committee of Intelligence and Security Services of Africa. While officially opening the regional meeting, the guest of honor, Deputy Prime Minister Tamasgen Turuna, took the occasion to highlight Ethiopia's unwavering commitment to regional peace and security.
Ethiopia has long stood for solidarity, for regional peace, for a belief that no country can prosper in isolation, while its neighbors are engulfed by insecurity. We have walked this road for generations, defending sovereignty, contributing to peacekeeping, and supporting African-led solutions for African challenges. As how to the African Union and home to many continental institutions, Ethiopia remains firm in one belief, that lasting peace can only be achieved through trust, earned, shared, and sustained.
The Deputy Prime Minister also outlined 3 important guiding principles.
First, East African nations must take full ownership of their own security. Peace cannot be outsourced. Our challenges are ours to solve, and our solutions must be shaped by those who understand the terrain not from afar, but from within. Second, we must deepen regional cooperation. Platforms like CISA are not just symbolic, they are essential. Intelligence and security services must speak in real time, act in coordination, and build trust that goes beyond protocol. Third, we must invest in our institutions. Modern threats require modern tools. Our security service must be well-trained, well-equipped, and rooted in the values of professionalism and accountability. That is how we earn the public's trust and each other's.
Chairperson of the Committee of Intelligence and Security Services of East Africa and Director General of Ethiopia's National Intelligence and Security Service, Ambassador Redwan Hussein, emphasized on the importance of strong collaboration as part of the solutions to the persistent issues in the region.
Implementing effective intelligence sharing mechanism is essential to preempt potential crises before they escalate. The challenges we encounter in East African region are indeed formidable. However, the path to overcoming these regional issues lies in enhancing multifaceted cooperation among the intelligence services of our member countries and our partners. The CISA regional meeting presents a pivotal opportunity to consolidate our efforts. As a leader of intelligence and security service, I firmly believe that continuous institutional reform within these services is vital for defending against emerging security threats and navigating the volatile geopolitical landscape in the Eastern Africa region.
Representing the AUC chair, Mohamed Elamine Yusuf, said the conference is timely and essential. Security issues require the collaboration of all, and the AU is committed to helping ensure peace and security of member states, he added.
Security is not the concern of one state alone. It is a regional imperative and a global responsibility. The chairperson of the African Union reaffirms the commitment to supporting member states in building robust cooperative intelligence network. Such collaboration is not only vital to preventing conflict, but is also foundational to our broader goals of integration, development, and continental unity as envisioned in Agenda 2063.
Robust regional collaboration, strong institutional reforms, finding African remedies to African problems were some of the solutions the regional event has brought to the fore as it is being held in Addis Ababa for the first time.
Ethiopia and UNESCO are collaborating to promote geotourism and sustainable development in Eastern Africa by enhancing awareness and capacity for UNESCO global geoparks. The Ministry of Tourism and UNESCO co-hosted a workshop in Addis Ababa entitled The Role of UNESCO Global Geoparks in Geotourism for Sustainable Development. On the occasion, Minister of Tourism Salamait emphasized Ethiopia's unique cultural and natural heritage, its ancient history spanning thousands of years, its various traditions and landscapes variation, anticipating collaboration with UNESCO towards the development of the region's geotourism potential. Jerusalem Betsiha has more on this.
The Ministry of Tourism and UNESCO co-hosted a workshop in Addis Ababa entitled The Role of UNESCO Global Geoparks and Geotourism for Sustainable Development. On the occasion, Minister of Tourism Salamait Kasa noted that the geographic diversity of Ethiopia, from Samin Mountains National Park to the otherworldly Dalol Depression, offers breathtaking experience for tourists, scientists and adventurers alike.
Ethiopia is a country blessed with marvelous cultural wealth and stunning natural beauties that can offer an unimaginable sense of touristic experience for travelers. From ancient history to absorbing traditions and diverse cultural experiences, from spectacular geological formations to abundant paleoanthropological sites, the country harbors all forms of tourism resources. We are one of only 2 African countries with the highest number of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. 12 of our tangible heritage have been inscribed in UNESCO. We also have a wealth of cultural heritage, with 6 of them registered as intangible cultural heritage. Our commitment to conservation and sustainable development is further reflected in 5 biosphere reserves recognized under UNESCO's Man and Biosphere program.
According to Salamait, several sites in Ethiopia are of high potential to be designated as UNESCO Global Geoparks, a project which would significantly boost tourism, energize local economies, and provide employment opportunities. The government's new tourism policy focuses on geoheritage protection and geotourism promotion as key pillars for sustainable development, the minister said.
Ethiopia's revised tourism policy will also, that will be unveiled very soon, also underscores the need to protect geoheritage sites and establish geoparks and the importance of geotourism as a catalyst for conservation and for our precious assets and growth in the tourism sector. Eastern Africa, with its diverse geological heritage, also holds great promise as a leading geotourism destination if its geosites are invented, developed, and promoted properly. The current state of geoheritage sites and geotourism development is a good reflection of Africa's underperforming tourism sector. At present, only 2 of the 229 UNESCO global geoparks are found in our continent, Africa.
Head of the UNESCO Office to the African Union, the Economic Commission for Africa, and Ethiopia, Rita Bissonet emphasized the importance of the workshop in promoting the application of UNESCO global geoparks and geotourism to enhance sustainable development for the region.
UNESCO global geoparks are far more than designated protected areas. They are living laboratories and innovation hubs where nature, culture, science, and community come together in a powerful synergy. Identify and assess potential geopark projects with a focus on Ethiopia so that we can expand this across the African continent. Also to leverage geotourism as a catalyst for inclusive, community-based livelihoods. But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, to foster collaborative and long-term partnerships to advance such an important agenda. We know that geoparks are about people and not only about rocks. We want to build through inclusive participation from the indigenous communities to educators, from women and youth to local entrepreneurs.
The top stories once again. Deputy Prime Minister Temesgen Tirone calls for regional ownership of security in East Africa. And Ethiopia urges stronger intra-BRICS tourism ties. That's all we had for this news hour. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Tegas Salisa with the news. Bye-bye.